Abum ana akosibu. So NPP I hit the street over what they call Save the Democracy demonstration. Omoko Supreme Court, to the Judicial Secretary presenting petition. Justin Kodia from Kasaya, Afenyo-Markin Kohobi, Kyei-Mensah-Bonsu, Kenofrata lawyer, the lawyer Frank Davis Kohobi, Dennis Mrakwakasa, Mustafa, Mustafa Swakasa, youth organizer, and Swakasa, no call Jubilee House, and could see a Nika Crow. Where you join news na report to come TikTok, you see it there. There was a scarf na so barricade, the police for general na so near Kobe NPP are na me credit to all the media and some form of content to do this production for 1957 Joy News, TV3, City, credit to all of you. Madam na say if you can say demonstration is useless, if you say useless, any idea me share my dream on this matter. Make sure so be subscribe mama. Also subscribe and click bell notification, But the video be to my obehunu et ma you have a comment, feel free leave that comment in the comment section. We are make sure so be call back home assist. Back home assist na be boa. Omuna ade apeso wo ye bia obeso bi check project awoya ma update on the project obeso bi ye follow abi ma e wo dwuma bia wudi wo the 20,000 pounds akoshim 50,000 just a token keke. No nkwesa check up on him. Asanye wachi engu ho enwa no. Tiko na no nkodi sage man bibia ebe ye kama e dia ma. Now NPP ye demonstration. Now we demonstration because of what they believe is unfair actions of the security agencies, including the court. Now, first off, almost started some year demonstration. Paul, I don't watch your horn or Kasa Kane. Ninti or joining demonstration any.
And then I say that I will sit back and not join a demonstration. It's not great that you listen to Joy FM and they tell you that over the last 1.5 or 2 years, nearly 2 years, the law that we all think is a bad law has been used more times than it had been used over the last 8 years. Just this morning we are hearing of more arrests and more arrests. No Ghanaian likes it. NDC people don't like it. NPP people don't like it. Because we have developed a culture of democracy. We develop a culture of democracy that is working, that we are happy with. Once in a while, things will happen in a democracy, but everyone is complaining, both NDC, MPP, CPP, and that's why you see that many other people have joined in this demonstration. So I'm here this morning to support it, because I cannot be a journalist working in this space and having seen everything that has happened. I mean, I'm old enough to have seen some of Rawlings's work. I was a journalist when Rawlings was there. I'm old enough to have seen some of what happened in Kufuor's time. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Every time things happen. Things happen in Kufuor's time that were not great in terms of even arrest. But everyone agrees that the scale at which it is now, we have to stand up and march for democracy. So that's why I'm here. We are waiting for the leaders to come, and then we will start and we'll march, and then we can talk some more. Good morning to everyone. If you are home, support democracy.
Yes. Omu amanfo bebre Kasaya, Afenyo-Markin for example, Kasaya.
NDC. Somopio. Omopio. Power. Kohoro. Mese, meka Bawumia wo se power, mese sai. Bawumia. Chief Justice. Semani India who crack. Nyameya Atumua 2028. Bawumia Baba power. Nobody Afenyo Mrs. Power. Oma paying Osei Kyei-Mensah-Bonsu ni candidate. Yey ya Dr. Bawumia. Itinu Omupio Dr. Bawumia power. Omupio Dr. Bawumia. Omupio Dr. Bawumia. Omupio Dr. Bawumia. Omupio Dr. Bawumia. Omupio Amupio, Dr. Bawumia.
Yes, you're Mustafa, your youth organizer, and so Kasai, your kind of kakra.
So we are here this morning, as announced. Our demonstration is this morning, democracy under attack. And as you can see, momentum is building. We are waiting for party people, to arrive. We have so many people here already, but leadership is here to arrive. We will be demonstrating this morning. From here, we'll go into the Supreme Court that we are just facing, drop a petition before them, then continue all the way to Jubilee House and drop another petition to the office of the president. We have issues that they must listen, that our democracy is failing and they must sit up. The NPP bequeathed a working democracy to the NDC, and that they must make sure they are able to protect it and get all the institutions of the democratic pillars running, and that they do not corrupt them. We cannot have a country where there is selective application of the law. That is dangerous. We cannot have a country where people are treated differently because of the political party they align to. That is also dangerous. We want a fair and just society where the law works across board, whether you are NPP, NDC, CPP, PMP, whatever you are. Your political color should not determine how you are going to be treated. How can there be a legal vacation and the Chief Justice would make a special dispensation that as for this particular trial, it must go on the Kwabna Edu case? Why? What has he done to them? That Chinchina, as for your case, we want to expedite it because there is a certain machination, as it looks like that we must incarcerate somebody, we must take somebody to jail, somebody must go down. Some of these things do not feed well the narrative of the very things that we hold dear to and cherish as a people. And that's why I think that democracy under attack is for all of us as a people to believe in. I keep saying, if they come after us for the political activists and they are not stopped, when they finish with us, they'll come for the media. We will not be able to do anything again. And that's how dangerous the path we are on is. And we must all make sure that we stop them right now so that our democracy would continue to become fledgling, will continue to become burgeoning, will continue to become the beacon of hope here in Africa and across the world. And I think that today we'll have a very successful program, very peaceful one, and we will drum home our point at the end of the day for the government to listen. And we pray and hope that they listen. Otherwise, if they don't listen, we'll also continue to push.
Yes, Dennis Marco, as well as Kasawa, and your Kasai any.
Yourself, maybe you were not arrested for making comments, but recently you were arrested for some issues by EOCO, and we understand that your 5 bank accounts were frozen, your lands were frozen, and all of that. I mean, is that the case?
Forget about me. I haven't seen anything from EOCO saying that. So forget about me. I am just an individual, and I really don't know about what you are talking about on this. So if you micro the conversation around me or individuals, it takes the bigger picture out.
But you think that the protest would end peacefully?
Yes, but with this country, we've always had peaceful protests. It will end peacefully. Listen, every citizen here deserves the right to walk on these streets and protest and go back home in one piece. And so we are advocating and calling on everybody coming here that all we are coming to do is to walk and send our message across the government. There's no need for violence. And we pray to the police to also protect us and also not go into confrontations with us. That's any problem. But I can assure you that it will be peaceful. Be worried about what is going on. You should be worried. Some of your colleagues have been molested under this government. Some of your colleagues, especially all of you holding cameras as bloggers. At least I know 4 or 5 bloggers who have been arrested. Recently, you saw a gentleman arrested simply because he shared a video that is already out. The one where the president was talking about the 150 million. Why should nobody be arrested for that? What is the crime there? It's a public. The president was not in a private meeting. He was walking on the streets, and I took a video. There's no law that says that if I take a video of the president walking on the street, to do, I shouldn't post it. But the guy has been arrested. Why? Do you feel safe? Or because he hasn't gotten to your doorstep yet? That's why you feel it's okay. But wait, maybe when it gets to your doorstep, you will join the rest of it.
Thank you very much. So that is
yes, no mkodu Supreme Court no present petition e de command the Judicial Secretary na ne Justin Kodu Afripo General Secretary kan ye enie.
We are going through difficult moment as a country, and we want you to know that it bestows on all of us to protect our democracy that we have all suffered to bring to this country. So this morning, this is the petition on behalf of the New Patriotic Party, His Lordship. We believe that this document will not be thrown away, but rather His Lordship and the Judicial Council will take their time, go through the issues that we have raised, and for the sake of our country, for the sake of our democracy, they will advise the government. As an arm of government, the duty of the judiciary to make sure that they protect our fundamental human rights as citizens of this country. Thank you very much.
I hope to see what it is. On behalf of the judiciary and the judicial service, I wish to acknowledge the receipt of your petition coming from the New Patriotic Party and the judicial service. I assure you that I will deliver the documents, and when there is a need for us to respond to you, we shall duly do so.
Yes, no movie no mo to asoko EOCO no mko do Jubilee House na wana ke kosia ni kakra ni esi kakra according to joy news footage no enso enie. Yes, I don't think so. Demonstrations are useless. Article 21 is clear. The right to protest, the right to demonstrate. So what NPP is doing is not illegal. NDC did demonstrations and NPP has the right to do it. They can do demonstrations everywhere. What I think is that my view on this is unpopular. And if you don't know my view, let me just share it with you. I don't support insult. I don't countenance, but I also don't think that arresting is necessarily the solution. I believe that if it's just about the person, maybe you sit maybe or to the president more the I don't think they should be arrested. But so what threatens us sabe the president them. I can't repeat some of these things here. Sabe this president here sabe Dr. Bawumia sabe penibio Ghana bia what threaten they are. There's an issue. But the Supreme Court has even ruled, I think in the Sankuma case, that insulting the president is not a crime. So would the president attempt there? No. But that doesn't mean I endorse it. As I always tell the youth is that at the end of what Toronto, you're the guitar footprint. Some of you think that when you write something and you delete on Facebook, it's deleted. No. I got to know this thing about 4 years ago. Now I'm a crime documentary. I never come and recharge me DSTV crime documentaries. A guy who was, what's the word? No more word beyond the mass audience. Who to talk about, I said, what's a church and a stocking. A stocky your baby on social media near there. I know I delete again anywhere. A forensic team, I think Iowa also, one of the states, nothing on developed system for fraud. They were able to go through the girl's phone, though the person had deleted, and track it to the IP of the person. It is a tenina woody man penny and a penny be organ and delete. What deleted you and delete? There's a digital footprint. It's a boarding. Come on, Jane. I mean, when you're a citizen. The Constitution gives you a right to demonstrate. Demonstrate can be but sabe. At the end of all can. What kind of conflict will be so? When you choose our words now, you can still communicate freely. So you're entitled to criticize government on many fronts. You're entitled to disagree with the president on many things, but let's be decorous. Decorum is best. As in the Catania Titi, be and turn a young conca. But come with dear, but come dear, me no one yadring, me no one yadring, me no one yadring. Then that is where we are having a conversation. But what I say, I also don't support the arrest. I think that we need to do maybe other things. For example, people should be encouraged to take several remedies. Except when it's threat of life. Threat of life, the criminal matter, and one a buying and the enya. To say you say to threaten me, the police station, and say, for example, waba me comment no be did matema. I can maybe accuse me say, oh yes, we NPP ni, oh yes, we NDC ni, Mahama na Bawumia mauka. Civil matter ba court anu abechire ka no de ma me no. So what you say? Aha, ba so be ka say, ana me am so be ka say, hey, wo de twen wo behu. Metwa wuti aye wo say ya, and that's a threat. That one day you go say to me can money aban and then you know aban man there. Because the threat must also not be taken lightly because you can act on the threat. Even in America, maybe campaign for Donald Trump. You can Google it. He's off. So free speech is not absolute. Send American. Say whatever that you want to say, but say it in decorum and don't threaten anybody. Oh, ana mukasa ni bua mukasa na anu oshedodo and threaten ubia. Me master the day one me charge am say me debesi ana makata. It's not it's a control maker. What they are there so you say to charge fire. But at the end of the day now bear the brunt or the consequences of my words. You get it. So you can still criticize. I mean, I'll be the last person to stop from criticizing government. So what you win here, Juma, nan move for no more than 15 months into your okay. Oh, why can't you president mama? Why will I have an issue with it? Obi agma 50 months into and can I boy ja traba me no issues that time. Me no issue bia. But sabe they won't say be there. And I can't say them. You can't just say to anybody. For even forget about the office he holds. But also have cognizance of the office. You cannot totally forget it because even the Bible admonishes us to pray for those in authority, whether we agree or disagree with them, because their actions and inactions has a bearing directly on our lives. That is how weird these two. Through political party, no. The Christian, so a Christian in the Bible, and I know it will certainly be in the Quran too, and joins us to pray for them and wish them well, because how well they perform, how well they act. How well they reason and come out with policies and programs affect your life. So therefore, you can disagree with their actions, as I've said, but I beg you trust you. Because you see, I know they be who give be there, say Bawumia ba or ba. Me say na they be na say na me name for ka. Move boys be braid, crowd ya hu be braid no. Somebody go na okodi era then is a chine later the test so o matre na wada na obi be ka kire ni so ye ko demonstration onima de crowd. You see, it is any pebisana. Na ode show so na ade a wo hyede ntiase kra be keka na ye chewa. O ma no. Wow. Temesrawo. Mun taking notes. I know it's a very unpopular view, but it's something that I believe in wholeheartedly. If you disagree with me, feel free to share in the comment section. And I think the numbers are decent. On a Thursday, then you pass say that's encouraging. The demonstration there. Support munkosonya. Yes, you're doing your right. I don't agree with some of the things that they are saying, but hey, it's also their right, and you cannot take it from them. It's a very simple issue. Share that video in the comment section. Yeah, come on, subscribe. Most subscriber no click the notification. The video via to my no it's my shibu. I mean, sure no can. That's so shame. Show see you, mama. Me here, Ghana, see here. Bye bye.